Hey, it's Sparks watching MTC Media here. Opening night, Cap 1, Georgetown, and Morgan State. We're finally here and finally ready for this new season where there's new expectations for Georgetown. The roster is a little bit more balanced than what we've seen over the Ed Cooley years. So, of course, with that new balance and the scheduling being a little bit better, there is a lot of excitement around this program that we have not seen in years, and with good reason, and we'll get into that. Tonight's opponent, Morgan State. Now, most of the times I will try to film this from the other end, but they have ladders and stuff out. They're still working on the baskets and everything down there, so I had to come down to this side. But to let you know about Morgan State, look, they have some Georgetown ties. Kevin Brodus was once on Georgetown staff, maybe been twice on Georgetown staff, and Austin Freeman played at Georgetown. They're both on their staff. Now, as far as who they have, they bring back three starters in Rob Lawson, Trent Edwards, and Christian Oliver. And their transfer pickups, Elijah Davis, Alfred Worrell Jr., Christian Meeks, Eugene Alvin, Manute Lual, and Dallas James. So they're also working with a lot of new guys, new players, new style for these guys. And really, when you think about it, Lawson really is the guy who is the returner off of this roster that got sizable playing time. With the people who have returned, he was high in field goal percentage at 35%. Three-point shooting percentage was 38%. Free throw percentage, rebounding, assists, steals, minutes played. Again, they're going to have contributions from some of their new guys too. But Rob Lawson also is the only returner that started more than 5 games. So it's a lot of what does Georgetown do in the scout? Well, Georgetown, what they do in the scout is you take a look at some of the things last year. You go and you look at some of the transfers, and what you say is take away this person, take away that person, let this person shoot, let that person shoot. But you open out in a game like this because you're hoping to impose what you're going to naturally do throughout the season onto your opponent. So it's a little bit of both. The coaching staff will adjust as the game goes on. Maybe some new wrinkles, maybe a player is kind of superseding what you expected for them to play like. And so that's the other thing too, and that's the other learning thing. The players who can take direction on the bench during the 30-second timeout, during a full timeout, and then execute it out here. So again, those things, you've had Canada, you've had 2 exhibitions, you've worked on those things, but now this time it counts. So how does it look when it counts? Up next, what to look for from the Hoyas tonight. This is Marcus Washington, MTC Sports.
Hey, this is Marcus Washington over here at MTC Media and Communications. I know that you know me from all of my sports coverage, especially college basketball. But MTC Media and Communications is so much more than just sports coverage. We provide UX UI services, content management, data analytics, accessibility, Section 508, website management, content creation, and so much more. So be sure that you hit us up with all of your needs so we can provide you a top-notch service that you deserve. This is Marcus Washington from MTC Media Sports. You know all of our coverage. We're from college basketball to the NFL to boxing to Major League Baseball. You name the sport, we cover it. So I get asked the question all the time, where can we get that information? And I always say, follow us on social media. Here is our social media spots. It will point you to all of our information. And look, man, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button on Substack. Give us a little love. We always appreciate all the feedback and support that you give us.
Hey, welcome back here at Cap 1. What to look for tonight from Georgetown? First, let's look at the center spot. It'll be interesting to see who starts and how those minutes are carved up. Julius Alafanua and Vince Iwuchukwu, they add different things on both ends of the floor. For Big Julius, he's an underrated passer whose footwork has gotten better. He's a better passer than what you might realize. He does some things in practice that says, oh man, this guy can pass. So let's see how much that starts to show throughout the season. And his footwork has gotten better, especially now in the post. Does it mean that he's going to be the second coming of Hakeem Olajuwon? No, it does not. But what it does mean is he's learning, he's getting better. And again, you've heard me say this 100 times. This is one of the best development staffs in all of college basketball. It's telling you he is picking up those things in a manner that he needs to pick them up in. Now, he's a setup, my moves guy. You know he loves to get back to that up and under. He sets up his moves. He's not going to overwhelm you athletically. On the defensive end, he's more of a position defender. He has to be in the right spot, as not only for how he's guarding his man, but also where your help stands. So it's a little bit more than, oh, can I guard my man? It is, if I do get beat, or is there a slight advantage? Is it towards my help and not away from my help? As far as Iwuchukwu, he's a more definitive guy in the post. What he'll do is he'll get the ball. He loves that baby hook. He'll get to the ball and he'll get to his move fast. Not a lot of setup. He knows where he's going. He knows how big he is. He knows where his length is. So he immediately gets into that move. So his thing is, where's my positioning when I catch the ball? Have they pushed me off the box? Am I higher than I expected? Am I lower than what I expected? It is those things. Defensively, he's the guy who can make up for little mistakes. Because of his length, because of his athleticism, he can go and get things. He can be a rim protector. He can do all of those things. So that's what helps him out. So again, a lot of this is a feel of how the game is going. Can you play small ball 1 through 4 with Big Vince being your 5 guy? Can you go a 3-guard offense with a traditional power forward, or move Caleb to power forward and have Big Julius out there? And we'll just have to see. We've seen what they're doing in exhibitions, but remember now, in those exhibitions, they're playing 12 guys, 13 guys. You're probably not going to see it in the way. If there's 12 guys who play tonight, it won't be in the way that you saw in the exhibitions. The other thing, where is the ball when it's not Mac's hands bringing it up? When Georgetown chooses to let Mac play off the ball, how does the primary ball handler do? Whether it's KJ Lewis or Jeremiah Williams, at times it could be Deshaun Harris-Smith, it could be Kayvon Mulready, even though there are more secondary ball handler guys that might have, for a possession or 2 or 3, might have primary ball handling duties. No matter who it is, can you protect the ball? What's your decision making as you kick off the offense? Because when you look at this offense, a lot of actions, which means you're knowing the actions, but you're also having to be on time on the actions. This is not high school or middle school. It's not just bringing the ball over half court and making the first pass. Things have to be on time. Has to be the correct decision. Can't be down by your ankles. Can't be up over your head. Can't be those things. So those are the little things that maybe you won't see in the box scores that are going to matter for whoever's going to be the primary ball handler when Mac is playing off the ball. Also, being able to score when it presents itself. So, none of these guys want to take 20 shots, right? That would be the primary ball handler. But if someone's cheating on a stagger or a pin down, can KJ use his strength and his muscle to get to a spot and score? Can Jeremiah Williams get to the front of the rim? If they're playing off, when's the time to go ahead and earn that respect and make that jump shot? When's the time to go maybe to your secondary kickoff? All those decision makers and being a threat when you need to be a threat, all those things will come into play tonight and ramp up as they get to the Big East season. And last but not least, the law firm of Caleb Williams and Langston Love. Two really good catch and shoot guys, right? Starting with Caleb, there are things he's added to his game. One, his catch and shoot game has gotten to the point where it can be in varying things. It can be in your half-cut offense and your actions. It can be in secondary transition. It could be off of penetration and kick. It could be off of one dribble and pull. He has really varied those things. And, you know, we always talk about he moves at his own pace. That's why he's so good. He can get to his spots at his own pace. And, by the way, not saying this is a finished product, but what he's learned to do is he's putting the ball on the floor, he's getting to the front of the rim, or he's getting to his midi that he feels comfortable with and getting to his spot, which is the next evolution of his game. Now, is he 100% there? No. As again, we'll see as it goes on. But I bet you, as the season goes on, if anyone comes out on reckless closeouts, or they're crowding under him, or doing those things that he's probably going to see, that secondary, get the ball ripped through and go. Caleb has worked on that, and I'm telling you, it's ever improving by the day. As far as Langston Love, of course, a lot of that is a key is just his help. He is a great catch and shoot guy. He's also a catch, you close out, side dribble shoot guy, or gain real estate one dribble shoot guy. He can do that well. I don't think he drives it to the front of the rim as well as Caleb does. So it's getting him in the space, and of course, he's another guy. He can shoot it in secondary transition. He can shoot it off with general penetration kick and those things. It's just when you get him to the second dribble and make him a decision maker off of the second dribble, that's where I think it kind of, the accuracy as of now could use a little bit of work. Doesn't mean he can't do it. Doesn't mean he can't score on it. Just not at the consistent basis you'd like to see. Georgetown, Morgan State out here, 6:30. This is your season opener. It is great to be back in here covering Georgetown basketball. This is Marcus Washington for MTC Media.